Hello everyone, I am back with a second video book review. Thank you so much for all the encouragement and positive responses you gave to my first video book review, which is why I've had the courage to create a second one. The book I shall be reviewing today is the third and final book in the Gopi Diaries series. It's called Growing Up, written by the indomitable Miss Sudha Murty and illustrated by Miss Sandhya Prabhat. A huge thank you to Harper Colllins Children's Books India for sending me a review copy. I owe you one. And for people with less time and need a short review, here's it coming up. So my rating for the book would be 3.5 stars out of 5, rounded up to 4. And I'll tell you what I liked about the book. So what I liked is that it's told in the first person. Gopi, who is an adult golden retriever who's part of the Murty family, tells his stories now as a grown-up dog in the first person voice, talks directly to the reader. And Miss Murty has managed to capture that personality of a retriever, which is goofy, friendly, really well, with true sincerity without it getting too cloyingly sweet. So I think that's a great plus. The second thing which I liked is that it shows, without telling explicitly, it shows children who are the target readers for this book that a pet is not a plaything or a toy that you ask for and once you're bored your family members take care of it. No, a pet is a fur family member and there's a lot of work, a lot of responsibility. You need to look after them, you need to take them to the vet, you need to teach them to swim, you need to look after them at all times. And I think through the stories children will come to know that pets are not playthings, and they think twice before. All the children who beg their parents, let's get a dog or let's get a cat or let's get a hamster, will understand the kind of work that comes with having a pet and also understand the kind of love that pets give you. So I really like that. So this is the short review. For all of you who have hung around for the longer review, here's what I'm going to cover in the longer review. A little bit more about what I liked about the book, a sneak peek into the illustrations, and also why I lopped off that 1.5 star. So what I really liked about the book, there are two things. First being that it is written by someone whom I immensely respect and admire, and also at the same time adore, absolutely adore. And this combination is very rare in a single person, and that is Miss Sudha Murty. Her entire life is inspirational, from being the first female student in her engineering college to writing that rebellious postcard to JRD Tata, about not hiring women employees on the shop floor, to heading the Infosys Foundation and doing on-field work herself, while retaining her essential humility and simplicity as a person and her oodles of charm. I think if I ever get a chance to meet her in person, I will be dumbstruck, I'll be tongue-tied, I'll not know what to say. I think I will just touch her feet and seek her blessings. So that is a huge plus for me, that it's a Sudha Murty book. The second thing I liked are the illustrations and the stories themselves. I'll show you a few of them. For example, here's the story about, here I'll kind of show it to you in detail, Gopi's visit to the barber shop to get a haircut because it's summer and it's uncomfortable for him to have shaggy long fur. So he's terrified. Look at the expression on his face. But at the end, when he gets a nice haircut and a nice massage at the end, he really enjoys it. It's like a spa day for him. I really like that story. I also like the story where he gets his first swimming lesson and instantly meets his lady love. The illustrations, as I said, are incredibly sweet. So there's another one here. Look at this. Isn't it cute? I also like the fact that there's an introduction to Gopi's family at the beginning. Whom he means by Aja, Aji, Tachi, Aji, and Appa. So I really like the fact that that's been included. Why did I lop off the 1.5 star? Well, there's a backstory to it. So the first Sudha Murty book I read was How I Taught My Grandmother to Read and Other Stories. I think it was nearly 20 years ago. I think the book was published in 2004. So yeah, 18, 19 years ago. And I fell hook, line and sinker. Because that book contains stories based on her childhood growing up in rural Karnataka. And I went on to read other books by her, Wise and Otherwise, The Day I Stopped Drinking Milk. And I realized that books that are based on her real life experiences have that little kernel of inspiration or wisdom or a key takeaway, but which is told in a completely non-preachy manner, but which stays with you. I still remember a story. I haven't reread How I Taught My Grandmother to Read, and it's been nearly 20 years. Yet I recollect a particular story about how you should always give the best you have to others. And that's the kind of, when I say it stays with you, it really stays with you. So this, on the other hand, is more like a fun rom. Yes, there are lessons, as I said, but it isn't as inspirational as the others. Maybe it's an unfair comparison. After all, every book need not be a lesson, even though it doesn't sound like a lesson. That's irrespective. But yeah, so I think because of that comparison is why I've rated the book 3.5 rounded up to 4. So that's about it from my side. Another reason why I think I could have given it a lower rating, is that I haven't read the first 2 books in the series. So I haven't been familiar with Gopi's journey so far. So in that case, the failing is on my side. So I take full ownership for that. So that's it from my side. If any of you have read the book and have anything to share, please do share it in the comments below. If you have any feedback, please do give candid feedback on the review. I'm still very new to this. In the comments below again. And thank you so much for following the Book Chief. Bye.